Hello, and welcome back to day 2 of Springmas 2025. It is hosted by At Home with Lisa, Design with Emma, and I, Teresa, Lifestyle Designs for Teresa. I would like to say, if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for continuing to come back and watch another video. We really appreciate each and every one of you, and for all your support. I appreciate each and every one of you and all of your support. Many blessings to you and your family. Now, if you were in day 1 Springmas, I mentioned that there will be a prize giveaway. It will be given through Cash App, or if you don't have Cash App, gift card. But you must be in premieres 1 through 5, and of course number 5, so that you will be there to collect your winnings if you win. Now today on Springmas 2, it is going to be a egg crafting board. I am so excited about this egg crafting board. I came up with an idea just to rearrange something around, and hopefully it comes out nice like I am hoping it to be. Also, I would like to say, once you leave the premieres, please leave us a beautiful comment. Also, be sure to press that thumbs up button, because like I said, it does help with the algorithm and it helps promote our videos to other viewers. Thank you so much to At Home with Lisa for inviting me to be part of another collaboration. I am enjoying these collaborations. What a beautiful time we have. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the Springmas day 2. Okay, so I have this Easter egg that I purchased from Dollar Tree maybe like 2 years ago, maybe something like that. But I thought about, I had this in my stash, and I decided just to create something different with this egg wood board here. So it does have the welcome sign on here, which I really do like. I'm not going to take that off. But I do want to do a different paint color, and also see if I can take this bow off of here. If I can pull it off, y'all. Okay. It was a little of a struggle, but I was able to pull it off. Now let me just say that this was $3 at the Dollar Tree. Now, y'all, I don't know how much it is this year if they have it in there, because I purchased this a couple of years ago. So the first thing I'm going to do is, let me try to pan you down some and bring you up some. The first thing I want to do is, because there are pink feet on here, I want to go ahead and take this board, and I want to paint the inside pink, hopefully without making a mess. So I'm thinking, should I use my smaller brush or should I use this bigger brush? I'm going to see which one works better. I'm just going to put a little dab here. And again, this is Apple Barrel Craft Paint that I am using. Got to do a little hitting to get it out of here, but I don't mind. And we're just going to spread some throughout this sign. And I'm going to go ahead and start painting this sign pink color. Now I may need a second coat. I'm very sure that I do. But what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and start off with the one coat. and try to make that work. So I'm very sure that I'm going to need another coat, but we're going to just go ahead and do this one coat right here. But like I say, I'm sure I will need another coat. And I'm thinking about doing the outer rims a white color. Let me bring you back some, a white color. So let me go ahead and get a different paintbrush so that we could go ahead and do the outer rim white while we're waiting on the pink to dry. Okay, I have the white and we're gonna go ahead and do the outer rim. I got a smaller brush. That may make a difference. And I'm going to be painting this outer rim white. And I'm not going to worry about this spot right here where it's rugged at, because I will be putting a bow right there, so we won't worry about that part. And I'm one of those ones, y'all, that I always think that I'm a perfect painter, trying not to use a pen or a plate or something, and knowing that I'll be getting paint everywhere. But thank goodness it can be easily cleaned from these countertops. Because this is a marble countertop, so it is easily cleaned from there. And I do have some remover to remove the excess paint, so I am good with that as well. Now with the apple barrel paint, I just try not to put too much on it at one time, so that it will dry faster. It won't take too long to dry. And looking good so far, guys, looking good. Like I said, I am an okay painter. I do okay. I do pretty well for, you know, for myself. What was that? Well, last week I started painting the doors in my home. I did some touch up on the walls. I did my front door, painted that door as well. I just wanted to give it a fresh coat because it really needed to be painted. So I end up painting my front door, the doors in my home, and also touched up painting the walls. And I did okay, like I said. I'm not the best of a painter, but hey, you do what you have to do to make it work. So I'm going to continue painting this board here. I think it's looking absolutely beautiful. Very, very pretty. I am loving it so far because I like the pink. And of course, you can see that I've been using some pink. If you're part of my channel, you can see that I've been using some pink and purple in my spring styling. So I say, what a perfect color to use, which is this pink color. So I've already used the purple, so I figured why not use the pink. I'm gonna paint these little feet at the bottom. Oops, I just made a mess. And I have a little more to paint here. We are almost finished. Okay, I probably will have to come with a second coat to the inside, but I'm going to leave the outside as it is. I'm not going to do a second coat on the outer rims. I'm going to leave that as it is because I think that is fine with the outer coat. That is perfectly fine, but we will do a second coat on this inside and clean it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this to the side. Let that start drying up. Let's get a paper towel and clean up the mess. Okay, and while that is drying, I'm just going to make a little small bow that can go right to the top, right here on this egg board. I think this is going to be beautiful, a beautiful craft. I'm already liking it, but I'm going to let that dry and we're going to give it another coat. But while that is drying for the second coat, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this bow. And this bow is just going to be one color. I'm not going to do different bows, different ribbons. Different ribbons. I'm just going to do this one ribbon, and I think it will be fine simply because it has multiple colors in this ribbon. And this ribbon I purchased from Craft Outlet. And I probably had this ribbon a couple of years now. But if you go on Craft Outlet, if you're interested in any of their ribbons, I'm very sure they probably still have this year if they haven't ran out. I'm very sure they still have it. Let me see how this bow matches up with this. I don't want it to be too big. I think that's going to be too big. I don't want this bow that big. We're going to make it smaller. Let's do this. I think I'm going to do it about 3 inches because that's just too big. I don't want too big of a bow. We're going to do it at 3. So I think 3 is going to be perfect. And I'm just going to do another loop. I'm going to do that at 2 inches probably, 2.5. And I could have done this bow probably faster just by hand without the bow maker. But like sometimes, like I said in one of my videos, I try to save my wrist. Because sometimes when you're making these bows, you know, and you're making bows often, it will bother that wrist. So that's all I'm going to do is make this little small bow. Nothing big, nothing major. This is how it's looking. I have a piece of Chanel stem. I'm just going to go ahead and tie it up with the Chanel stem. I'm going to bend it over because I like my bows to fluff. So I'm just going to bend it over. And I am going to dovetail my bow. And my good scissors broke yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh, good thing I had another pair of scissors or two in here spare. But these don't work too hot, but they'll make it, they'll work. For right now anyway. But it won't work if I have to cut a whole lot of ribbon, but it'll work for this. Okay, I'm just gonna tear that off here. Voila, we have a nice bow. We're gonna fluff this bow up. Give it a nice fluffing. I think this is gonna be big enough. So let me go ahead and see if this paint is dry enough where I can add another coat real quick. Let me just pour some paint on here. Sometimes you just have to work with this paint, waiting on it to come out. Okay, and I'm just going to take some from here, put it here, just spread it out. And we're just going to go ahead and add another coat. Let me see if I can, see if I can get the rims done right there, but I may have to get a smaller brush to get those rims done there on the edges, but we're going to go ahead and do this second coat. And I may have to do a little touch up, but that is fine with me. I got this second coat on here. I'm gonna let it sit for a while, guys. And if I have to touch it up a little more, I will. But I will bring you back once it has dried up. All right, I have did a second coat on this egg, guys. I think it looks absolutely cute in the pink color. I also painted over the little bunny butt with a mixture of pink and white together. I don't know if you can see it well, but I did do that as well. It dried, it covered good. So what we're going to do now is I have a bowl. I'm going to cut this tag off of here. Okay, I have this bow, as I showed you earlier, and I have my hot glue on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hot glue this bow on to the egg. And I'm just going to leave my fingers here for a minute. And I'm just getting off a little paint here. I tried to get most of the paint off. But I'm just going to take off these few little pieces here while I'm letting this glue dry. All right, this is the finished result. I have a Easter egg sign. Welcome. You can put this on your kitchen door. You can put it on your outside door if you want, a room door. I mean, there's many ways that this sign can go. I absolutely love how it turned out. Absolutely beautiful. Thank y'all for coming to watch Springmas Day 2. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And don't forget to thumbs up the video. Leave a beautiful comment. Once again, thank you so much. Let's take another look at this. Bye-bye.